How's it going, everyone? Welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you how I set up my tip-ups for walleyes. I use this setup for more than just walleyes. I use it for everything. Except for big pike. I don't use it for big pike. I do a little something different there. What I did do is switch my process up a little bit this year. This year I'm going with Suffix Performance tip-up braid. It's 30 pound. What I normally used was HT or Beaver Dam brand, and I figured I'd step it up a little bit in quality. It's probably better quality than what I've been using. I've seen they sell it at Shields and Walmart, so if you're interested, you can pick it up at those places. So I'm going to be tying, I already spooled my main line on there, and I already have one end of my tip-up material tied on. If you don't know how to spool a tip up with mainline, comment down below and ask a question, and I can either explain to you how to do it, I could do a video on how to do it, or I could point you in the direction of a video that does feature that. There's a lot of them out there on YouTube anyhow. I tied a swivel on, and then I've got one end of my leader material on there already, 3-foot section. This is Berkeley Vanish 20-pound leader material. I've been using this stuff for quite a few years now, 5-6 years. It's 20 pound. I use it for basically everything, like I said, pike included. And I think out of the 5-6 years I've been doing this, I've been bitten off twice. And normally I just put on a new leader in the fall time, right before ice fishing starts. I usually put new line on, especially leader material. I don't always put new main line on because it doesn't need it. And I've been bitten off twice, so if you're checking on them regularly and that's what you're doing, you shouldn't have any issues. If you're switching them out, if you see any abrasions or teeth marks in it or anything. So anyhow, we're going to take the other end of this leader material here that we already tied on. We're going to tie a number 6 treble onto the end. Tie that on. So I use the same knot for everything. We always called it a fisherman's knot. My dad taught it to me when I was a kid, and it's never failed me before, so I use it for absolutely everything. I don't know more than one type of knot. So just do that knot, turn it 7-8 times, the end back through the loop, cinch it tight. We got our hook on. So once we get our leader material on, this is how it looks anyways. Tied it direct to a swivel, 3-foot section of this leader material, tied straight to a number 6 treble. Nothing fancy. I think a lot of people use it, but I also see a lot of people using just tying their main line straight to their hook, or tying their main line to a steel leader and doing it that way. This will catch you more fish than either of those methods, especially a finicky walleye. That's why I say this is a walleye video, because of finicky walleye, they don't like to see that main line or the steel leader, especially a steel leader. What I do though is put a sinker split shot right above the swivel. Get your line to sink down there, and then I take a smaller, I don't know what size these are anymore. I've been using the same size for a long time, so I don't really remember what sizes they are, but it's a little bit smaller, split shot anyhow. And I usually put it around halfway down the leader. That way it holds the minnow down a little bit, so it's not too erratic down there. Finicky walleye, and they'll look for a reason to not bite anything. So about halfway up the leader material, and we'll cinch that onto the leader. And that's basically the setup. The only other thing I do here is, for now I'm just going to put it above the top split shot that we put on. These little tiny bobbers, just a line marker. That's not really necessary. I like to use them so I don't have to reset my depth every time, but they ain't going to stay in the exact same spot every time either. They might move around on you. So a lot of people use split shots for that, or a shirt button, or they can buy these little bobbers, or you can use a lot of different things for them. I think they're handy. The only thing I don't like about using these bobbers is they don't fit through the line guide on here. So you got to pull the line guide out, or the line out of the line guide every time you want to reel all your line back up. You're done fishing. You got to pull it out, wrap it around a few times until the bobber's wrapped around the spool. Put it back through the line guide and tighten it up and put it away. That's the only downfall of them things. So that's that. Anyhow, we got everything all done here. Like I said, these work well for me. I caught a lot of walleyes last year. I was living on the lake last year. Got a ton of walleyes, especially about the last week of safe ice. Safe ice for driving on. And then the season closed the beginning of March. And that was about the same time. So me and a buddy of mine that was in the videos last week, we caught a ton of walleyes. In that last week, like 3 days, I bet we caught, 50, 60 walleye. We caught a ton of them. He does the same setup I do anyhow. I'm also, a couple days ago, I went down to Shields in Eau Claire. I was going to buy a new ice auger. Seeing that Shields was advertising, if you use their Gander Mountain card, which we have one, that you get a discount, and they put a year on top of the warranty for you. So like I was thinking, I'm going to buy that Eskimo P1 rocket auger, the propane 40cc rocket auger, and it would give me a 6-year warranty if I did that. Well, I was just on our way down to Shields to pick it up. We looked at my wife's purse. She had the Shields card in there. We haven't used it one time since we've had that Shields card. The expiration date was expired on there, so we didn't pick it up. Maybe this next week we'll go pick it up. But I don't know what kind of deals are going to be out there for Black Friday. There might be awesome deals for Black Friday. I actually heard already that the Strike Master 40 volt ice auger, brand new this year, I believe. Maybe not. Those are going to be like $399, which is a pretty good deal. I believe they're over $500 any other time. So if you guys know any Black Friday deals on ice augers, let me know down below, because I'm going to be in the market for one. If not, I'm going to buy that Eskimo P1. I'm going to get in the 8-inch, because you guys have seen my dilemma already. I've got two 10-inch augers, and I've got an extra 8-inch bit. So if I get it with the 8-inch, I'm going to have two 8-inch bits laying around and two 10-inch bits laying around. I'm probably going to get the quick connect for it too, so I can switch between 10 and 8-inch, because sometimes you want to jig with an 8-inch and sometimes you want to run tip-ups with a 10-inch, which is most of what I do, is tip-up fishing. So anyhow, give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Comment down below what you do differently if you set it up and you disagree, that you think this is a better setup than tying your main line to a steel leader or just your hook. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're going to do more ice reports. Right now there's not safe ice, but there will be soon. Monday I'm going to do another ice report. So subscribe, hit the bell. You get a notification every time I do one of these videos and do an ice report, and we're going to get back out fishing. So leave me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching.